I wanted to chat a little bit about our modern day charismatic Christianity. And what strikes me is that despite all this fantastic Jesus talk and our charisma and all of that, it's like a train on a railway track, that our true belief system is our railway tracks. And our lives, which is our train, is going to run down our true belief system, despite what we blah blah about and everything we say. It's what we really believe. That's where the train is going to go. And there's quite a few examples to me in our modern day church and charismatic Christianity that show that our true railway track is actually not Jesus. There's quite a few examples, but let me just jump into one small one now. We'll often go to church and hear someone preaching on Matthew 25, which is the parable of the sheep and the goats. And if you don't know it, maybe go have a read of it. But for those of you who know it, the typical kind of message we get out of it is, guys, wake up. We should be visiting people in prison. We should be feeding the poor. We should be trying harder. Because at the end of the day, when Jesus separates the sheep from the goats, if you're one of those who've really tried hard and you've gone the extra mile, he's going to see you as a sheep. But if we just jump back to what I was saying previously about our righteousness being like filthy rags, and our own morality, our own goodness being like not even measurable on the galaxies. It's just nothing. Doesn't it strike you as odd that the guys in that parable were surprised? And I think it's not strange at all, because what happened there was, when at the end of the day, at the end of time, when Jesus looks at us, if we've accepted Christ and his billions of galaxies of grace and passion and holiness, when he looks at us, he sees Jesus. In Galatians, it says we are clothed in Christ. So what's happening in that sheep and goat story is Jesus is looking at people, and he's either seeing Jesus in them or not. And the ones who he's seeing Jesus in, he's seeing these amazing goodness. Like every time Jesus thought of a dying orphan in Brazil or Africa, through all the centuries, we get credited with. And that's just phenomenal. So it's that thing there that strikes me, that the church is preaching, try harder, and yet it's not about that. It's about accept Jesus' amazing grace, accept his provision that he's given you. And at the end of the day, then when God looks at you, he sees all of that, and you get credited with that. It's a phenomenal deal.
Grace rising, let it fill the earth. Grace rising.